goes without saying, the DJI Mini 3 Pro will be here this week unless something unexpected occurs. So again, the DJI Mini 3 Pro, super excited about it. It's been amazing, the feedback that I've received in regards to the DJI Mini 3 Pro. There's been a kind of across the board comments. It's been, people are excited, and then there's been a camp of people that feel that that I'm really trying to push my website really hard, and I am. And man, I am. You know, I'm an independent YouTuber, so I'm not part of a multi-channel network, and I don't have the large marketing budget and marketing teams and video production teams and all of that, like some of these YouTube channels have. So what you see here is just the product of my individual successes and or failures. So, you know, again, nothing sugar-coated. That's just how it is, man. So appreciate y'all's support. And I do want to say I do have, and I've just added them, so I don't know if you'll see them below my YouTube videos yet, but I've added coffee mugs and t-shirts, Epic Drone Show coffee mugs and Epic Drone Show t-shirts. So, you know, I don't know if you can see them there yet, but what you can do is below any of my videos, you can expand the video's description and then click the link to my merch store, and you can find them there. I know they're on my merch store already, but I think the YouTube takes, for those links, I think it may take a day or so for approval. But yeah, they're really cool. I've got the coffee mugs in all different colors, and I've got the t-shirts in all different colors. And again, these are the official Epic Drone Show t-shirts and coffee mugs. So just trying to get that geared up, you know, ahead of the arrival of my DJI Mini 3 Pro, DJI Mini 3 Pro, and again, love it or hate it, Cal C, Irix, looks like a cool spot by the water. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at that water. Or some people may say the water. I got a friend of mine, he says water. And that's what makes the pizza in New Jersey so good, is the water, they say. So just something to be aware of. But yeah, just out here trying to get some cardio, you know, trying to burn this off, man. It's not that hard to do. You just gotta exercise a lot. Now I had an elbow injury in the gym, so my elbow's messed up. So I don't know, you know, I gotta let it recover for a day or so before I hit that gym hard again, man. You know, you don't want to prolong your injury. So yeah, I gotta let that heal up. Ron says, what are the specs on the Mini 3 Pro? Well, you know, again, as soon as it releases, and Ron, I expect that to be Tuesday. Again, nothing definitive, but I expect it to be Tuesday. So at a high level, it's going to have, it seems it's probably going to have obstacle avoidance, you know, need it or love it or don't care about it. I'm kind of on the fence with obstacle avoidance. I don't really care about it because I don't need it, but I can understand a lot of people would. You know, it makes the drone a little bit safer, and it also instills a little bit more confidence while flying the drone, knowing that you've got obstacle avoidance. So it's going to have a 4K camera, and that's the biggest curiosity for me, is the 4K camera on the DJI Mini 3 Pro. You know, how is it going to perform, especially during low light situations? You know, if it can come close or trump the Mavic Air 2S in low light situations. You know, now the Air 2S has a 1-inch sensor camera, so it doesn't seem that because of the size and weight that the Mini 3 Pro rather, is going to have a 1-inch sensor. I could be wrong, but it looks like there's probably going to be an option that has a controller with an integrated screen. Also seems it may have OcuSync 3. It also seems that there'll probably be a version that, there goes a boat. There'll probably be a version that has, that has, bring your own control, bring your own device. I think that's the one. I'm kind of on the fence, but I may go with the one where I bring my own device, being this device that I'm filming with, the iPhone 12 Pro. There's advantages to both, but we'll see as soon as it releases. And as I've reminded people, man, I've taken some perceived heat from some people about this, but as soon as the Mini 3 Pro is available to order, you'll be able to find it on epicdroneshow.com. Just go to epicdroneshow.com and click buy a drone. And I've taken some heat. People were saying, man, you're really pumping that site. And of course I am, man. I'm an independent YouTube channel. If there's a new drone coming out, and I'm gonna take the time to film all these field test videos, the unboxing and all that. It'd be awesome if people are also buying the drone if they go to my website and buy it. I mean, it's just, man, a lot of people are anti-capitalism nowadays. It's crazy. It's crazy. You gotta, life's not free, man. You gotta hustle. So, but anyway, yeah, I completely expect the Mini 3 Pro to have a really good camera, and that's the biggest, the biggest thing about it is the quality. What's the image quality going to be, and especially looking at the lower light performance. Is it going to perform as well as the Air 2S? And that's kind of the unknown until we get it in the hands and actually field test it. So, but I think that it's going to provide a level of performance that we have not yet experienced from a DJI drone, especially a miniature drone, because it's, that's the biggest sell for it, is the ability to have something that is smaller and lighter. You can recharge with USB. And again, that's not a new thing. They had that with the DJI Mini 2. They had that with the DJI Mini, USB recharge. But this is the first miniature drone that features the label Pro, professional. So the fact that they put professional in there, I hope that's not only applying to the obstacle avoidance, but I hope it's more than obstacle avoidance that made the Mini 3 Pro worthy of the Pro name. And also, I hope that the addition of the word Pro doesn't put it in a price territory that's unrealistic, because there's only so much, and even people with a bottomless budget, which there's a lot of people out there that do. Watch fan upvote, yes sir, thank you. Oh, upvote, and feel free if you want to super chat as well, because we've got any of my live streams you can choose to super chat. Also, any of my previously recorded videos you can choose to super thanks. Great way to support me, great way to support live streams like this, all my field test videos. I mean, it's a hustle, man. You gotta get all the support you can get. So, and again, check out my merch. As I mentioned earlier, I've got it linked below, and I've just added, and it may not be linked below yet, but the Epic Drone Show coffee mug and Epic Drone Show t-shirt, variety of different colors, sizes. You'll love it. But yeah, thanks for the upvote. Really appreciate it. But yeah, just out here trying to get some cardio. Oh, you know what I forgot to do, man? I forgot to put I can set my phone down, but I can't because it'll fall in the water. I forgot to set my thing to record my steps, because that's the whole point. I'm out here live streaming, but if I'm not recording my fitness, what's the point? I mean, there's a point. It's a live stream, but that's what I like about this, is that I can live stream and get some cardio at the same time. Because now normally I've got a little handheld mount that I use for the live streams like this. But I found if I carry it, you walk past people. I mean, I don't film other people because this is my show. But you have all that stuff. People kind of look at you funny, which I don't care. But see, I'm just hand holding this, and I'm doing it in portrait mode, which is up and down. So, I know it's not the best. Ultimately, I would need, the handheld, monopod, and I guess maybe I'll bring it next time. But man, again, I'm focused on getting this cardio in here, because it's important. to, you know, if you're not healthy, you can't, yeah. If you're not healthy, you can't go out in the field with a drone because you're too unhealthy to get out in the field. You know, you got to stay in shape. As I mentioned earlier, I had the elbow injury, so I'm temporarily, I'm taking a break from the gym for about 2 or 3 days to let my elbow heal. And, you know, I don't want to have a bad elbow when that DJI Mini 3 Pro arrives, which is probably going to be, again, I'm hoping Tuesday. And I could be wrong. You know, again, I don't have any inside information, and that's something I took a lot of heat for from some viewers. You know, they were getting on to me about, you know, just that I was, you know, that I was perceived as saying negative things about videos that have surfaced that are allegedly the new DJI Mini 3 Pro. And I mean, everybody's subject to their own opinion. That's fine. But I was saying all that to say that if there's a video, photo, or whatever of a product that has not even hit the market yet, that hasn't even hit the market to be sold, and again, as soon as it is, you'll find it on epicdroneshow.com and then click buy a drone. But until a drone has been released, you know, nothing that that surfaces should be considered accurate. You know, it could be a prototype drone. It maybe is even total fluff. You know, you can't assume that what may surface ahead of a product release. What's that noise? That's creepy, man. You hear that? But yeah, anything that surfaces prior to a product's release, you shouldn't trust it, and that's my point. See, never assume that anything that's pre-release is, you know, representative of the actual performance of the production product. The product that actually hits the, you know, hits the market that people can buy. So, you know, for that reason, you know, I'm hoping, and again, I hope, and I remain bullishly optimistic that this DJI Mini 3 Pro will hit the market Tuesday. So, again, bookmark epicdroneshow.com. Keep an eye on it, because as soon as it releases, I mean, I don't know if they're going to release it during the night or if it's going to be that morning. But as soon as it releases, you will find it on epicdroneshow.com, and then click buy a drone. You'll find it linked there. So, yeah, I'm excited about it, man. And I mean, obviously, you know, drones have been my thing, man, since the Phantom 1. And, you know, I was a late adopter. You know, I didn't get into drones until after the Phantom 2 had been released, because I was afraid that it was going to crash or fly away. I didn't understand drones until I started flying drones. And then once I started flying drones, I started to develop a level of trust in the drone technology. Again, DJI makes great products. And I wish there were other drone manufacturers out there that provided quality products, and I just hadn't found them yet. I mean, the closest would-be wannabe competitor, and I say wannabe, I don't know if they really even wanted to be, but Parrot. You know, they released the Parrot Anafi. It was small, it was lightweight. It was a very good design. You know, it needed improvements. The propellers were too paper thin. I mean, you know, the longevity of the Parrot Anafi, that was to be questioned. But it at least seemed to signal that Parrot seemed to want to try to compete with DJI. So they released the Parrot Anafi, which was a step out of their toy box, because, you know, Parrot primarily had produced toy drones. But they released the Anafi, and that signaled something different. You know, that signaled Parrot's willingness to want to attempt to compete with DJI. And then it was just radio silence. Are they going to release a Anafi 2? Are they even going to try to release another drone? Who knows? It's a shame, man, because they took all that time and energy for R&D, research and development, and they just never followed through, man. Okay, we got a comment here from Watch Fan. Take Archie's advice. Get back to content that gave you most votes. Need to travel content, Sean Connery content. In United Kingdom, very hard to use drones. very hard to use drones in your area. It is ideal. Yeah, man. And that's the thing. And watch fan, I appreciate that. And that's, you know, that's what I want to do. I mean, I gotta have the drones that are interesting though. And that's, you know, that's the thing. The DJI Mini 3 Pro is the first drone in a long time that's been of extreme interest to me. So that's why I'm so stoked about this. You know, it's gonna be good. And I appreciate that because, you know, getting back on the content train, that, you know, the travel's gonna have to wait for me a little bit because I don't, you know, there's a lot of places I can't go. Hopefully all of this will be removed here soon, but there's a lot of places I can't go because they don't allow me to travel there because I chose to not get that vaccine or whatever. So there's a lot of places I can't go, but hopefully that's going to change soon because I definitely, you know, I know London has changed, and I think, at least currently, I think they allow the unvaccinated to go there again, which is good. But there's a lot of British Virgin Islands where I don't think that's an option yet. So there's, you know, some of my peak areas I can't go to currently because I didn't get that vaccine. It's a choice, hey, but hopefully that'll go away because, you know, I could be wrong. I can't see this thing continuing to play out. I mean, they gotta say, hey, let's move forward. There's got to be that turning point, and I'm hoping that we're almost there, but I have no trust in the government, so that's just my opinion. So anyway, yep, it's gonna be fun, man. DJI Mini 3 Pro, cannot wait. So yeah, that's, and speaking of that, you know, everybody out there, you know, this is a live stream, so are there any other drones you found that may be coming out soon? It just seems like DJI is kind of the one and only, man. It's like there's not a lot to choose from, and there's nothing wrong with DJI, but it's kind of like, you know, if you ate Burger King every day, it'd be nice to discover a McDonald's. Not that either one of those are good, but I mean, you know, you may like it, but you know what I mean. I mean, if let's think of another analogy. Fast food analogy is not a good one. Trying to think, but I'm kind of slow today. I'm slow because I'm getting in the mood for the week ahead. I mean, it's gonna be huge, man. And again, I completely expect, and if I'm wrong, I'll acknowledge the failure, but you know, I completely expect the Mini 3 Pro to drop on Tuesday. And again, and I took a lot of heat for this, but bookmark epicdroneshow.com and just keep going there and check out, click buy a drone, and as soon as the Mini 3 Pro and the various bundles and accessories are available, you'll find them there. People got owned to me for that, man. They're like, man, you're promoting yourself and your channel, and you seem desperate. And I'm not desperate, but I'm not, you know, I've kind of stepped away from the drone space for a while. So I've got to remind everyone that, you know, epicdroneshow.com is my site and my store, and you can find everything there. So it's, you know, it's not, and again, I don't have a large marketing budget. I don't have a marketing team. I don't have a film crew. You know, it's an independent channel. So, you know, that's how you support me, and it's appreciated. So, but yeah, we got a fun week ahead, and I just hope, and the challenge here is this, you know, how quickly will that DJI Mini 3 Pro? Again, as I mentioned, I don't have pre-release models. I don't have any of that. You know, I'll have the production version of the Mini 3 Pro as soon as it releases. But there's no tomfoolery here. You know, I don't have pre-release stuff. Let's see. Watchfan says it all started with IrixGuy, Archie Luxury, and Adricos. You are the original three. Thank you. Yeah, if y'all don't know Archie Luxury, AC3 and Adricos, very good, very amazing YouTubers. You know, people that are like-minded. And actually, Watchfan, you probably know this. I found Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3. Actually, I found his videos when I was researching wristwatches. I just had the Omega Seamaster 300M, and I was wanting to branch out and add some additional quality timepieces. I didn't want to buy junk, and I kept finding his videos. And then it just so happened that, you know, AC3 and we had similar metrics, and, you know, I have deep respect for Archibald Chesterfield III. I mean, we've had many conversations regarding our, you know, our content strategy, many conversations regarding just YouTube trends in general. You know, I've taken a lot of his advice, and he's actually taken a lot of my advice in the YouTube realm, and it's you know, it's an interesting realm. YouTube, the YouTube universe is unlike reality. I mean, it's you gotta know certain things and know how to do things. I mean, there's no playbook that says step 1, step 2 for YouTube. You got to figure it out yourself. And you know, again, being able to collaborate with subject matter experts like Archibald Chesterfield III, and to your point, Adricos, very cool dude. You know, that's what makes this YouTube journey a little bit less challenging. But again, and one of the things about AC3 and also Adricos that I admire is that they are independent YouTubers. You know, they don't have marketing teams, they don't have film crews, they don't have all the fluff. You know, they're real and authentic YouTube content creators, and that's hard to, especially in today's world, that's hard to find, because, you know, most of these, I mean, you'll see the new channel, you know, insert channel name XYZ here, you know, you'll see it pop up, and then you'll see it go from 0 to about, you know, 250,000 subscribers within a few months. And that's not organic. So, you know, you look at channels that are organic, like Archie Luxury. You look at channels that are organic, like my channel's always been organic. And then the only thing that I've done, and I briefly did it because I didn't have hardly any money to put into it, but I did through Google, I did some Google AdWords for video campaigns, you know, paid campaigns. And the only reason I did that is because they had an incentive at the time. If you spend X amount, I think you got, you know, I think Google would offer you X amount back. So it was an incentive to use the paid advertising, at least temporarily. But, you know, that was, you know, again, completely through Google AdWords for video, you know, Google tools that I use to give some of my videos a boost. And that was paid advertising. Anyway, just kind of get some walking in. Yeah, so I did the, you know, the paid AdWords for video campaign. But yeah, organic's the best way to do it, because if you can get out with this stuff and just do the organic. Oh, and check that out. I've got another review. That's the 2021 Jetta, Volkswagen Jetta SEL. I've got another review videos coming. Yeah, I did the, I got rid of the Audi because, you know, they had the used car prices just went nuts. And, you know, why would I hold on to a car that I could sell for a profit? I mean, I was like, dude, I had it for 2 years because of the car situation. I'm like, I'm just going to sell it and get a Jetta. So that's what I did. And that, you know, that frees up funds to put in, you know, to put into other aspects of the business, because, you know, YouTube is not an easy gig. You know, you got to have, especially when you don't have a marketing agency, a production crew, you know, you gotta do everything you can to, you know, to have those extra bucks. So yeah, it's a fun journey, man. It's a fun journey. And the thing I like, just like with, the Mini 3 Pro, what the Mini 3 Pro has brought to the table with, some interesting comments that have come to my channel. And, I respect all the comments. If people want to say things that are, that could be construed as less than positive, that's great, because not all feedback should be positive. You got to have feedback that's across the board. But I just think it's funny that, people get on to me for, for promoting my own websites and my own merchandise and all of that. I mean, that's part of business, man. I mean, sometimes you just got to raise awareness. You got to let people know what's out there. And I mean, if you're the creator, if you've created the content, you've spent the hours to develop and grow the community. When you've done that, you deserve the right to promote your products and or services. I mean, that's pure business right there, man. That's all that is. So I have no shame in promoting my websites. Look at this. Trail for walking and bicycling only, no motorized vehicles. Trend of my other videos, I told you I don't road bike anymore because I got hit by a van, and now there's just so much texting while driving, it's just not safe. I miss road biking. It was a great workout, but I can walk and I can do my Schwinn IC4 indoors. Check out my Schwinn IC4 videos and see how awesome that experience is. So there's other ways to achieve cardio than riding a bike. Although riding a bike outdoors on the roads before we had texting on cell phones, and I remember those days, it was fun because you had the wind in your hair, and you got out there and you got the fresh air, and you got just an excellent cardio workout on a bicycle. And that's unfortunately, and I know a lot of people still do it, but I know a lot of people that have been seriously injured. Fortunately, I don't know anybody that's been killed while riding a bicycle on the roadway. But I mean, I see people now that wonder what's in here. Look at this. Look at this. I bet there's some snakes in there. What do you think? I don't know what's in there. But yeah, I mean, there's people now that ride on busy roadways, and they've gotten the LED lights. They've got LED lights now that people wear on their helmet and they wear on their butt while they're cycling, and they're very highly visible. But actually, I've honked at one of those people and pulled them over and talked to him, and I just said, look, I said that is awesome what you've got. You're Brad. Welcome aboard, sir. Brad, are you going to pick up the Mini 3 Pro? But yeah, I pulled him over, and I just said, I didn't pull him over, I just honked at him and said, hey, let's chat. Yeah, Brad, we'll be getting all the details, I think Tuesday, unless the timetable changes. I think Tuesday I should have all the specs for the DJI Mini 3 Pro. But yeah, I honked at him, said, hey, come over here, let's chat. And then basically just said, hey, those lights you got are super bright. I really noticed you. But, and then I said, but, because there's always got to be the but. And I said, which I was not, and I never do. But I said, but what about the person that is staring at their phone, texting while driving, or even worse? What about the person that is watching a video from their phone while driving? They're not going to see you because their eyes aren't even facing you. So I said, it's a great concept, what you did. I mean, you put a very bright LED light on your butt, and you put a bright LED light on the back of your bicycle helmet. Congratulations. But as I said, it doesn't matter if if your entire body is illuminated with a glowing and flashing substance. If people are texting while driving, their eyes are not on the road. Their eyes are not on you. So it doesn't matter how visible you choose to make yourself. you're still at risk, because if people's eyes aren't facing the roadway, it doesn't matter how bright you are or how many flashing lights you've got. And they kind of looked at me like I had ruined their day. And I just said, well, you know, sometimes you need to have your day ruined. So, I mean, I don't think that was rude. I think that was just, and then that's where I went and I said, oh, and by the way, I said, I've been hit by a minivan while I was riding my road bike. And I told them the story, and, you know, yeah, they're kind of like, wow, that's pretty intense. You know, the story of being hit by a minivan while riding the road bike was pretty, welcome, Brad. It was pretty basic. It was just, you know, I was at a red light and boom, I got hit on the rear end of my road bike, and they hit my leg too. And I get out, and, you know, they come up to me and they're rude and acting like I was being a jerk and stuff. And I said, look, I said, dude, I said, you just hit a pedestrian on a bicycle. He said, well, to call the cops. I said, well, let's do that. I said, actually, and I pointed, and sure enough, this happened catty corner to the police station. So I just said, guys, I said, let's get the cops over here. I waved to the cops. Cops came over, you know, cops said, hey, are you okay? Do you want to press charges? I said, no. I said, I don't press charges. I said, I don't use that as a way to make money. I said, my leg hurts. It's gonna be sore for a few weeks, I'm sure, but I said, I don't want to take any legal action here. I said, that's not my style, man. It's not my style, officer. And so anyway, so they drove off, the people that hit me in the van, and then I get on my bike to pedal off, and then I hear a long story short, my rear wheel was severely dented, and I didn't realize it until after the cop had left, until after the people in the minivan that hit me left. I didn't realize that the back wheel had been severely damaged. Now, this is when I road biked a few times a week, and that road bike had a few $1,000s in it. I had a few $1,000s invested in it at the time. That was a lot of money. And that back wheel, I think by itself was almost $1,000. So if I'd realized that, I would have filed a complaint and made them pay. There we go, watch fan. There's your view. I would have made them pay for a replacement wheel because they did it. And but it was too late. So, you know, the lesson learned there was, you know, don't road bike because it's unsafe. I hate to say that. It's an unfortunate lesson learned, but, you know, it's a sad reality, because I used to love road biking, great exercise, and now I'm pretty much stuck to, you know, doing indoor cycling, which is great. I get awesome workout with my IC4, but you don't get the air in your hair, the wind in your hair like you do with a road bike. Yeah, I'm excited to see if they release one with an RC screen, Brad. I think I'm torn between, and I'll decide Tuesday if it releases Tuesday as expected. I'm torn between the one with the integrated screen or the one where I bring my own device. And I'm almost leaning towards the one where I bring my own device, just because I can upgrade my iPhone if I need to. But then again, when you think about the lifespan of a drone, by the time you would want to or need to upgrade the controller that comes with an integrated screen, by that time you're probably, if you're like us, you know, drone addicts, we're addicted to this stuff, then you would probably be in the market for another drone anyway. So it's kind of a moot point. So yeah, it's a beautiful view. Don't road bike. My neighbor is in a wheelchair due to road bike. Oh man, that's horrible. I mean, it can happen. And, you know, fortunately your neighbor still has his life, because there's a lot of people that have died road biking. I mean, it's, oh, there's an airplane, man. Look at this. That's a jet. What's a jet doing? Look at that. So you can see it right there. Whoa. It's flying in the sky, man. private jet, a PJ. They're coming to get me. That's my pilot, man. He's coming to get me. He said, we're going to, well, I'm not going to the British Islands because the British Islands won't let me in right now because I don't have the vax, but they could take me somewhere. They could take me to London, I guess. I go over there. Not really a beach, but it's a city, and I could do stuff in London. But yeah, Mini 3 Pro, man, it is gonna be exciting. And I'm not trying to pump this thing up, man. Like I said, y'all probably seen some of the videos and some of the comments too, where people were kind of giving me a little bit of tough feedback, and that's fine. I appreciate that feedback, but I am genuinely excited about the Mini 3 Pro because it's the first drone in a while, and it has, it's small, it's light. The price, that's going to be the thing. This has to come in below $1,000 US, unless they're providing a camera with it that is so high end that it negates the need to have a secondary drone like the Mavic Air 2S with the 1-inch sensor camera. So if this camera can achieve the performance, meet or exceed the performance of the Mavic Air 2S's camera, then I could see it potentially justifying a slightly greater price point. But if it doesn't, then I just can't see a price over $1,000 US being realistic. The fact that they put Pro in the name, that suggests that it is going to probably command a higher price tag than the DJI Mini 2, just because they included the word Pro in the name. But again, I don't want, if it's above $1,000 US, that's just, unless the camera is radically awesome, if it's above $1,000 US, that's going to be a problem. But and I know everybody has their own budgets. I mean, and I'm sure there'll be YouTubers that'll probably get it regardless because they've got marketing teams and they got all this, that, and the other. I don't, man. I'm just independent YouTube channel, just trying to get the equipment and review it. But again, I deeply appreciate y'all's support, and if y'all being accused of begging for support, that's pretty funny that I got that feedback, and that's fine. I mean, that's why I'm here, man. I mean, I'm here to entertain. I'm here to potentially educate. I'm here to interact and just have a good time. And but I can't do it. I can't do it without everyone's support. I mean, this is a big thing, man. I mean, you gotta support the IrixGuy to keep them going. So yeah, it's nice weather though. I tell you, I've already burned 200 calories, which isn't that much, but I'm gonna do some more later. I'm gonna go do another walk and burn some more calories. And I mean, it's great weather. But yeah, it was funny. I had talking about other drone manufacturers. There was some perceived interest, and again, I'm not big into the review stuff. People contacted me to review, but there was a brand. It was called Alltail, and they were trying to encourage me to review one of these new drones or whatever. And I'm like, well, that sounds kind of interesting. Where can I get it? Drone was never even available, and I'm like, you're asking me to review something that doesn't even exist. I mean, I was just like, man, that was just sloppy. So needless to say, they contacted me again, and then I replied, and then it was still the same situation. And I'm just like, look, this is silly. So anyway, but the DJI Mini 3 Pro, I can't be more excited about it. I couldn't be more excited about it. So it's going to be It's going to be a fun drone, hopefully a highly capable drone that that will surpass the performance of all the other drones. Yeah, it's a camera, man. The camera's gonna be I think the big make or break for the DJI Mini 3 Pro. Gonna be the camera performance. You know, and that's strictly to be determined. But yeah. So this is pretty funny, y'all. So I was out here doing my walk, and this car pulls up, and see there's this flower bush right here. I guess these are roses or something. So dude is just picking these flowers. Well, that's a good deal, man. You go to a florist, you know, you got to spend like you know, $70, $100. Dude had it right. He just pulled up, grabbed some clippers, and clipped some flowers. But yeah, it is gonna be the best drone yet. I think it's gonna be, without a doubt, the best. And again, these are forward-looking statements. You know, the drone hasn't released yet. The Mini 3 Pro is not released, but I completely expect it to release this Tuesday. And as a reminder for all y'all just tuning in, as soon as it releases, you'll be able to find it on epicdroneshow.com. So just go to epicdroneshow.com now and create a bookmark, and then just check it every day. And I expect the drone to release on Tuesday. As soon as it does, you'll be able to find the Mini 3 Pro and all the accessories on epicdroneshow.com. So you just go to epicdroneshow.com and then click buy a drone. It's a big graphic at the top, big bold font. You can't miss it. And that, you know, that's completely up to you. But if you choose to shop for your drones and accessories that way, it supports me, because it doesn't, you know, that enables me to collect a small commission if you purchase through my website. And those small commissions rather are what enable me to continue to create content on the channel, because again, I'm not part of a multi-channel network. You know, I don't have a marketing team. I don't have a video production team. So, you know, that small gesture of kindness really helps. It helps me to you know, get the items to review, to acquire the items to review, rather. Get, such a stupid word. People overuse the word get. I'm gonna get that, and get that, man, get it. Nothing wrong with the word get, but it's one of those words that's overused. You know, having a background in public relations, you know, that's my thing, man, is public relations. But you know, having a background in that, you know, I learned a lot of the appropriate ways for one to present themselves, and, you know, the words to stay away from, and the nonverbal body language and all that stuff. So, you know, I've been well trained, but ultimately what really matters with any sort of online presence is that you just do it the way you want to do it. And I don't care if it's against the grain or perceived as against the grain. That's fine, because if you're doing whatever in a format that's not your own format, the format that you enjoy, then there's really no reason to do it, because you're just following some sort of book that someone else created. So it's not fun. It's more rewarding when you do it yourself, you do it your own way, and you succeed, because then you've proven that your format works, and you know, you're doing something unique. Think outside of the box, as they might say. You know, thinking outside the box is so important. There comes a barge, man. Look at that. It's a big barge. It's coming down here. It's like, did you know that the DJI Mini 3 Pro is coming out this week? Hey, as far as I know, there may be DJI Mini 3 Pros in boxes on that barge. You don't know. You really don't know. You don't know. You don't know. There could be, man. There could be a drone we've never heard of on that barge. They could have shipped them all the way from Shenzhen Not on that barge though, because that wouldn't survive the sea. But should survive this little waterway here. So what else is going on? We got Mini 3 Pro. We got a lot of exercise videos coming, a lot of strength training videos. Again, I've had a serious elbow injury, so I'm out of the gym for strength training for like 2 or 3 days. Just want to let it heal up, and then I'll be back at that. But yeah, we got the drone again. The Mini 3 Pro, I think, is the biggest thing that most of us are the most excited about, because, well, it's brand new technology. And I'm counting the days. Today is Sunday, which means got to survive Monday, and then hopefully Tuesday morning I'll be on IrixGuy and I'll be buying it. Just seen your site. Are you an authorized dealer for all the products? No, I'm not an authorized dealer. The way that I sell, I'm an affiliate. So, you know, if you shop through IrixGuy, that'll take you to one of my affiliate sites. So that just enables me to collect a small commission for purchases made through my site. You know, it supports my YouTube channel, is what it does. But no, I'm not hands-on the product. I'm not hands-on shipping or anything like that. So, you know, I'm just an affiliate. It's the easiest way to do it. I don't have time or resources to deal with shipping products. I just don't. There's the barge, man. Look at that barge. Just cruising along, man. It's like DJI Mini 3 Pro on Tuesday, dude. DJI Mini 3 Pro on Tuesday. Yep. Wow. There's a bird flying. Yeah, so burning a few more calories here, and then I may just go ahead and hit the gym, dude. I mean, I'm thinking if I work out with this elbow, there's 2 ways to look at it. I could work out the soreness, or if I waited a day or 2, then I could let the soreness go away and potentially not have it come back. I'll see what happens. I don't know what I did, man. So I guess I was just aggressively working out. Oh yeah, it ships from an authorized dealer. A trusted authorized dealer. I don't direct my affiliate traffic to fly-by-night shops. It's a trusted dealer. So yeah, I don't. But it's, oh, look at that barge. But yeah, just as a reminder, yeah, just go to IrixGuy and click buy a drone. Because as soon as Mini 3 Pro and the accessories are released, you'll find it all there. It's just cruising along, man. Those things at night, if you're ever out on the water at night, the barge comes, are very quiet. It can be very dangerous. There's a lot of boats that are unfortunately run over by barges, and that's not a good thing. Because they don't hear them coming, they don't see them coming. It's scary. Hear how quiet that is? And see, that's the thing, sound on the water travels. Sound travels really well in the water, and you just don't hear, you barely hear a barge. I mean, it's very quiet. Yeah, just gonna walk, get some more cardio in here, man. Let's flip this back over to the barge. There it is. Big barge. And super chats are slow today. They're really slow. Yeah, super chats, the feature's built in. You can go to the comment section. You can click super chat. It's a great way to support the channel. Here we go. I'm back up here under this little gazebo. So yeah, as soon as it launches, we'll have complete coverage. And actually, we'll have a lot of, you know, one of the best things is flying over water, you know, to see how well or how poorly it performs. Find out very quickly. It's warming up. It was kind of chilly earlier. Felt good though. Good to have that nice, crisp, cold air when you're going for a walk. Those bathrooms stink. You can smell them all the way back here, man. Terrible. Yep, so we're gonna have a very exciting week, and I just hope that as soon as I order my Mini 3 Pro from IrixGuy that it arrives punctually, because I really don't have to wait long to get it out of the box and start filming. And you know, as soon as I do, you know, all the questions y'all have, any question you want me to try to address within a Mini 3 Pro video, go ahead and comment below, and I'm gonna start adding those to my to-do list. Anytime a new drone comes out that I'm interested in and I'm gonna review, I like to have just kind of a to-do list. And then that way I can, you know, I can have a cut sheet of upcoming videos and just go through and, you know what to film and make sure I address everyone's questions and or concerns. So, well, that being said, guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Thanks for the viewership. Thanks for your support. And again, as a reminder, as soon as it becomes available on Tuesday, I'm assuming it's gonna be Tuesday, just go to epicdroneshow.com, click buy a drone, bookmark my page, and as soon as it's available, you'll be able to find it there. So thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.